Hello everyone and welcome once again to your very own channel Easy and Effortless Economics. But before starting with the lecture, I would like to thank each one of you for making this 1 year so beautiful. Last year in the month of July, I started with this channel and I really have no idea that I'm going to receive so much of warmth and love from all over the world. So a big thank you to all of you for making it this beautiful and memorable for me. The main reason for starting this channel is to help the students in understanding the concepts of economics in a simpler way, because the very first problem that every student faces is that they find it difficult to understand the concepts which are stated in the book. So my objective is to help you out in making the terms and the concepts simpler, and I hope to an extent I've been successful in providing the content in the simplest way, because I'm receiving feedbacks, comments from the students who are really appreciating the content and they are understanding. That's what my only prime objective is. So keep showering your love and blessings and stay tuned to your channel so that in the coming future you can have all the concepts, all the topics of the economics covered along with the topics of accounting. For any the updates about the channel, you can join me on Facebook. There is a page Easy and Effortless Economics, and you can follow me on Instagram Easy and Effortless Economics, so that you can have complete details about the upcoming videos. So a big thank you once again to all of you. So now coming back to today's lecture, this is federal finance. This topic is basically on demand of one of my subscriber. If you have some of the topics in mind that you want me to elaborate, do let me know so that I can take up that topics in the coming videos. So today we will be discussing about federal finance. Let's find out what federal finance is. Federal finance is one of the important topic of public finance. So federal finance, what is federal finance? First we need to understand. Federal finance is basically a combination of central and the state. When both the governments work together or jointly, it is known as federal finance. What happens? The resources are allocated between the central and the state so that each one of them can perform their respective duties irrespective of the involvement of the other body. So it says federal finance refers to the system of assigning the source of revenue to the central as well as the state governments for the efficient discharge of their respective functions. That is, clear-cut division is made regarding the allocation of resources of revenue between the central and state authorities. It says that the resources are divided between the central and the state so that each one of them can perform their respective functions without overlapping or involvement of the other body. Let's see the division of power. The resources are divided between central and state, and it is further subdivided into 3 lists so that it would be easier to segregate the various heads under various lists so that each work or the function can be performed more smoothly. So it says in our constitution there is a clear division of powers so that none violates its limits and tries to encroach upon the functions of the other and functions of the other within own sphere of responsibilities. It means that every one of them is involved or restricted to their own limits, and they are not violating the rights of the which were already stated. There are 3 lists enumerated in the 7th schedule of the constitution. They are the union list, the state list and the concurrent list. Let's find out what these lists state. The first list is the union list. It consists of 100 subjects of national importance such as defense, railways, post and telegraph. Union list, first you need to know what union list is. When the control or the power of the list is under the parliament, when the powers are falling under the jurisdiction of the parliament, it is known as union list. Then comes the state list. Here the jurisdiction of state legislature runs, means the entire powers are in the hand of state legislature. It says the state list consists of 61 subjects of local interest such as public health, police, etc. So this is all about state list. Then comes concurrent list. Concurrent list is a combination of the union and the state, which means both the parliament and the state legislatures hold the right or the control over the matters. It says the concurrent list has 52 subjects important to both the union and the state, such as electricity, trade union, economic and social planning. So this is all covered in the division of power under the various lists. So we have 3 lists: union, which has 100 subjects of national importance. Then we have a state list, which is local, which holds subjects of local interest and consists of 61 subjects. Then comes the combination of both is union and state, then it's a concurrent list. So I hope this video has cleared the concept of federal finance, that what actually federal finance is and what is the need for division of power and why division of power is done, or various lists are created so that there will be no overlapping and the performance of the functions can be done in a smooth and efficient manner. In the coming video, we are going to discuss about the principles of federal finance, because this is another important topic that you need to know about federal finance. So till then, keep revising, keep learning, stay tuned to your very own channel, Easy and Effortless Economics. And in the coming video, don't miss it, we are going to discuss about the principles of federal finance. Till then, keep smiling, stay happy, keep learning. May God bless you all.